Hello, dear adventurers, and welcome to this quick guide on how to learn how to play the world's most popular tabletop RPG game, Dungeons and Dragons, whether a new player or a dungeon master. This guide will show you what to do. Dungeons and Dragons is a collaborative story game where players create characters and embark on epic adventures, guided by a dungeon master, or DM for short. The players have their own characters, where they can be anything they want from a wide selection of playable races and classes, like an elven druid or a human fighter. The DM is playing everything else. They will set the stage, control the story, and play all the other non-player characters. Players will listen and react or interact to the story being unfolded by the DM. We use dice as tools to add a little bit of chance into the game. The tool we mainly use is a d20. This will determine if you succeed or you fail. Roll a 20 almost always guarantee you a success. Roll a 1 though almost always guarantee that your roll is a failure. Creating a character involves getting a character sheet and assigning a race, a class, the stats, as well as some equipment or background that your character might have onto a sheet. This is where your creativity should shine. Here's an example of how a game might unfold. The DM sets the scene like, you enter a dark cave with glowing crystals lining the walls. So players might say, I want to examine the crystals. The DM might ask you to roll a d20 to see if you succeed. Or, I want to draw my sword. Same thing, you roll a d20 and see if you succeed on that. Say the players are surprised by a ogre in the cave. They would have to enter combat. To enter combat, first you shall roll initiative on your d20. The higher number goes first, whilst the lower goes last. Alright, let's run through combat real quick. Let's say we're rolling initiative. I roll a 13. Now the enemies would roll initiative as well. Let's say he rolled a 14. Let's say we don't have any bonuses to our initiative, so it's just 13 or 14. They would go first, the DM. So on the screen I have displayed some statistics. AC is just a number you need to hit. So I'm going to roll to try and hit my player here. And I rolled a 19 here, and I have a great sword, so I'm going to roll a d12. And it looks like I rolled a 3, which is add strength plus 3 is 6 damage. Remove that from the player's health. Then it would be the player's turn, and I would roll a d20 to hit as usual. Looks like I rolled a 9 over there, plus 5 to hit. That would be 14, which hits because the ogre's AC is 12, and I need at least a 12 to hit. Then I would roll a damage of my longsword, which is a d8. I rolled a 7 plus 3, that's 10 damage. We subtract that from the ogre's health. Looking a little closer at the rolls work. Damage works by rolling your damage die and adding your strength, usually, or your dex if you're a dex fighter. That would be just plus 3, but for attack rolls you actually add your proficiency bonus as well. So for attack rolls it's plus 5 and damage plus 3. Let's say now that I want to heal my character using second wind ability. I would roll a d10, which is how the ability works. And then you add your level. Let's say it's plus 3. So I rolled a 6. That would be 9 healing. It does not go over our HP bar, so we just go back to full health. And that's it for the basics of D&D. Now, get your dice, your book, your friends, and have some fun. Roll some dice. Create stories. Don't forget, the most important rule of D&D is to always just have fun.